Dancing the Jive. With his partner Whitney Carson, it's Robert Irwin.
Head out on the highway, looking for adventure. Oh no, see you walking around like it's a funeral. So serious.
From a little boy feeding crocodiles at Australia Zoo to holding the Mirrorball trophy in front of millions. This is the story of how Robert Irwin turned his father's legacy, his family's heartbreak, and his own passion into one unforgettable Dancing with the Stars victory. Welcome back to Luel Media. Today, we're diving deep into Robert Irwin's journey, from his childhood in the shadow of the crocodile hunter to his emotional win on Dancing with the Stars. Make sure you watch to the end, because the way this story comes full circle with his family will give you chills. Robert Clarence Irwin was born on December 1, 2003, in Queensland, Australia, right into the heart of one of the most famous wildlife families on Earth. While most kids grow up with cats and dogs, Robert grew up with crocodiles, snakes, and kangaroos at Australia Zoo, the home base for his parents, Steve and Terry Irwin. From the very beginning, he was surrounded by cameras, conservation work, and a dad who believed that getting people to love wildlife could literally change the world. In 2006, when Robert was just 2 years old, tragedy struck. His father, Steve Irwin, died in a freak accident while filming, and the world mourned the loss of the crocodile hunter. Robert was too young to remember every detail, but he grew up feeling the weight and warmth of his father's legacy through stories, old footage, and the love of millions of fans. Instead of stepping away from the spotlight, the Irwin family leaned into their mission. Bindi, Robert, and Terry decided they would keep Steve's dream alive by continuing his conservation work and TV presence.
Head out on the highway, looking for adventure, and whatever comes our way. Yeah, darling, gonna make it happen. Take the world in a loving embrace, like a true nature child. We were born to be wild. We can climb so high, never gonna die. Born to be wild. Born to be wild.
As Robert grew older, it became clear he wasn't just Steve Irwin's son, he had the same spark. He began appearing on television, first as the wildlife kid guest on talk shows, confidently handling animals and charming audiences with his enthusiasm. Eventually, he starred in the Animal Planet series, Crikey. It's the Irwins, working alongside Bindi and Terry to rescue animals, care for them at the zoo, and share their stories with the world. By his teens, Robert had become a serious wildlife photographer, a conservation advocate, and a key public face of Australia Zoo. In 2015, another big moment hit the Irwin family. Robert's older sister, Bindi Irwin, joined the US version of Dancing with the Stars. Her season was emotional and powerful. She dedicated dances to their dad, opened up about grief, and ended up winning the Mirrorball trophy. For Robert, watching his sister dance was about pride and inspiration. He saw how Bindi used dance to heal and to show a different side of herself beyond the animals.
Yes, that's awesome. You have won Dancing with the Stars.
Robert, a lot of that was because of you. Your energy was...
Fast forward about a decade, and suddenly, it was Robert's turn. He joined Dancing with the Stars, following in Bindi's footsteps, but with his own style and his own story to tell. Paired with pro dancer Whitney Carson, Robert walked into the ballroom with zero professional dance experience, a ton of nerves, and the pressure of carrying the Irwin name. He admitted he was stepping way outside his comfort zone, trading khaki shorts and rugged boots for
The winners
suits
and new champions of Dancing with the Stars are changing my life.
Oh my God.
Show. Earnest, a little stiff, and clearly trying to figure out how to move across the floor without tripping. But week after week, something shifted. His footwork improved, his posture sharpened, and his confidence grew. One routine showed off his surprising athleticism, another leaned on his natural showmanship, the same energy he uses when handling crocodiles in front of a crowd. Then came the emotional dances, where he wasn't just performing steps, he was telling stories about his family and his father. One of the most powerful moments of the season was a dance that Robert dedicated to his dad, Steve. You could see it on his face. This was more than a competition routine. It was a son trying to connect with a father he lost too soon, using the language of dance. After the performance, he talked about hoping his dad would be proud, and how every step he took was for his family and for the mission Steve started. Fans at home were moved to tears, and social media lit up with support, praising his courage and calling him the wholesome heart of the season. As the season moved into the finals, Robert was no longer just the animal guy doing okay. He was a real frontrunner. The finale was packed with strong competitors, and the pressure was huge. He had to deliver technically demanding routines while carrying fan expectations and the emotional weight of possibly repeating his sister's historic win. On finale night, Robert and Whitney delivered some of their best work, blending precision, energy, and storytelling into routines that had the judges on their feet. And then came the moment that tied the entire story together. As the winners of Dancing with the Stars were announced, Robert stood there holding Whitney's hand, waiting. When his name was called, the ballroom exploded. Robert's jaw dropped, he hugged his partner, and the emotion hit all at once. Joy, disbelief, and a deep connection to his family. He later said that winning meant everything to him, not just as a trophy, but as proof that stepping into something completely new and scary was worth it. And around a decade after Bindi's win, another Irwin was lifting a Mirrorball trophy, creating one of the most unique sibling stories in the show's history. Robert's victory wasn't just about dance technique, it was about story. It showed that the kid who grew up surrounded by crocodiles and cameras could carve out his own lane, separate from but still deeply connected to his father's legend. He proved that honoring a legacy doesn't mean copying it. Bindi used dance to tell her story. Robert did the same, but in his own way, as a wildlife warrior, photographer, and now a Mirrorball champion. After the show, he spoke about using this new platform to keep pushing conservation, expand his TV work, and reach new audiences. From a toddler at Australia Zoo to a global television star, Robert Irwin's journey is proof that you can carry the weight of a legendary last name and still become your own person. He turned grief into purpose, fear into courage, and 2 left feet into a Mirrorball trophy, all while staying true to the mission his dad started. This is LUL Media, and that was the story of Robert Irwin's rise from wildlife wonder kid to Dancing with the Stars champion. If you enjoyed this story, hit like, subscribe to LUL Media, and tell us in the comments. What was your favorite Robert Irwin moment? Feeding crocodiles, taking wildlife photos, or dancing his heart out on live TV?